Well, hi everybody. I hope you can hear me. I know the guy that was helping me with some of my electrical stuff. Anyway, with my iPad and stuff, he turned the mic up all the way, and I just noticed that right before I did this, and I turned it back. I hope I didn't turn it back too far, and I hope I hope it's not too loud. But anyway, I wanted to see how everybody's doing today, and I hope you're doing great. And I just wanted to tell everybody hi, and my friend Jackie sent me some stuff to read on, and that's going to be good because it's still on my phone, and so it's all new to me. And see what I can come up with here. This is Sunday, and it's kind of murky outside. It's not doesn't look like it's going to rain any minute, and I don't think it's supposed to rain today, but we still got like a overcast from the ocean probably. Not that I'm right on the ocean, but I'm close enough that we get that overhang at different times of the years. So and it's not even June yet. In June they call it June gloom. But this has been a cold winter for California, and I feel like such a sissy when I say that. In fact, I got to go to the Sleep Number store when I leave here and see what I can find to help my bed. I've had the Sleep Numbers bed for about 3 years, ever since the middle of COVID, because my other mattress was killing me, and this one was a little better, but I put so many pads over it because it was so hard that even after upgrading it, that I don't know. It's still not working very good, but I had it from some friends of mine and my brother that had them, and they didn't have any pads on there, so I took everything off but one, and it was better. I've been sleeping on it for about 10 days like that, and it has worked better. It's supporting the back of my legs and my head like I like it to and stuff. It's working a lot better, but I'm still sore when I get up in the morning. Maybe I wouldn't be sore if I didn't stay in bed so many hours. That's the Libra in me. I was born on my dad's birthday, and when we need our sleep. We need our 8 to 10 hours sleep every night, and I sleep like a baby. And I sometimes forget how blessed I am every once in a while when I have trouble. Turn some cards over here. I just noticed they were upside down. I don't know. Maybe they're all upside down. I'll tell you what, I can't even walk and chew gum, more or less talk and shuffle cards. So anyway, my friend Jackie Looney sent me some questions, and she's back east. I can't remember, but it's one of those states almost in Canada, right above New York, on the eastern seaboard. So it's cold where she's at. So I should, and I've already moved. Let me grab a pad to put under these cards, because I used the pad for something else today. I'll be right back. I'm back. I know one reason I'm in such a good mood today. I'm in a good mood today because they got Donald Trump. They got him. Now we're just going to have to be in awe about how deep they got him, because I think they're still in awe about it. I keep thinking, traitor. This is for fun and entertainment only on YouTube. Fun and entertainment only. But I keep thinking, yep, that's what they're going to end up getting him on. So we're going to have to see. Maybe they'll get all the rest of his little minions to go with him. Wouldn't that be nice? I think that might be one of the questions she asked me. I hope these cards are the right side up too. And I hope you're all feeling good. I want to say hi to Henry and She's back. Okay. I thanked the other lady that does the timestamps last time, and now I can't remember her name, but the other one that's really been doing a great job is Mystery Achiever. So I want to thank her. If it's a her, for some reason I think it's a her, but it doesn't mean it is. So anyway, I want to thank her, and anyway, just to see what's going on here. And I want to thank Jackie for sending me these questions, and I'm gonna probably have to put my glasses on to read them. So let's see what's going on here. So first one's about numbers. I keep telling her I can't answer numbers, but she wants to know how many Republican members are going to have to resign because of January 6th. So that kind of leaves the end open, which is good. It doesn't. I thought they'd all be going to jail, but I like the way she's worded it better, because maybe they'll give them an out that if you resign, we won't go after you for treason, how does that work? We don't know how it works because it's something new for us, but we'll see how it works. So it's just getting it done. They end up leaving Congress. That's a good way to put it. Leaving Congress. Or and let's not just ask the number, because cards aren't good at numbers anyway. We'll see if there's some thrown in here. Some of them trying to give numbers. But will any Republicans have to leave Congress because of January 6th? And this is through resigning to get out of trouble, or because they're going to get locked up, or what's going on? How many Republicans are going to have to leave Congress because of January 6th? How many Republicans? Whoops. I got the Queen of Cups. I got the Queen of Cups again. She must mean one of the main ones. It's a woman. I couldn't dare call Marjorie Taylor Greene the Queen of Cups, so it can't be her. Maybe that's just going to be America coming out on top again. That would be nice. Kinds of these cards are dying to tell us something. We got the Ten of Swords jumping out. It'd be nice if it was 10 of them. Well, I had another one fall out when I cut them, so I got to keep it out. So this is your signifier. The signifier is, there's some of them worried about it. They're getting worried too. Trump's not the only one that's getting worried. They're getting worried too. And because here comes justice. Sometimes this is better than the justice word. This is, yes, they're going to get justice. Yes, they're going to get theirs. So I asked for a number. We got the 7 of Swords. Little traitors trying to sneak out of Congress, or make deals so they don't have to go to jail if they leave Congress, or something going on. So I would say 7 of them. They're trying to make deals to leave if they don't take too deep a look. Otherwise, if they don't get prosecuted. So we're going to hear about some deals being made behind the lines, maybe, to keep the secrets from coming out. They don't want their secrets coming out. Now, whether we're going to hear them or not, I don't know. I hope the hell we are. We'll see what comes after this. Maybe it's the sun. Maybe they're not going to let them. Maybe they're going to send them up the river instead of out of Congress. Maybe they're going to send them to jail. Look at this. So there's 7 of you. It's in deep doo-doo at least. And here's a big bully saying, I'm just going to throw down my swords and go home. So that kind of leaves Mark Meadow and Papin Pale or something, but one of the biggest bullies that just is given up too. Because they have no choice. Look at this. They don't have any choice. I told you it's getting close. It's getting close. Here comes justice. They're really worrying about this. They're trying to figure out which high road they can take, what they can say, what excuse they can make, why they didn't have any choice. No choices. No choices. This is weird. And they're going to be, saying we took the high ground, or we tried to help, from the other side. This is going to be the same old message. If we would have left, well, what kind of mess would have been in there? This is going to be the people right up around Trump. We're talking about Congress, though. But anyway, they're going to say they took the high ground. And they're going to be reminded of all the choices they had, all the times they could have put the brakes on this, at least the high treason part of it. All they had to do was impeach him after he was found impeached. The people in the House, I'm not in the House, in the Senate. So some of them are going to get caught up in there. This isn't going to just be the House. It's going to be senators and the House. So we got another 7. So we got double 7s at the bottom. So what I would say is they're already worrying how they're going to deal with this and what's coming up. They know that they're not getting out of this. And here comes big law after them. Here comes justice after them. There's at least 7 of them that's going to have to leave Congress or is going to end up in jail, one way or the other, once they take a deeper look at this. When they start, because they're looking into this, because they're going to have trials and stuff, they're not going to be able to talk their way or pay their way or leave their way out of this. I don't think they're leaving. I think they're going to get prosecuted because there's so many secrets coming out. This is in the sky over the reading. We got the high priestess. So there's a lot of secrets coming out. And here we got a 6. Maybe only 6 going to jail and 7's leaving. But we sure got a lot of 7s here. We got triple 7s in this reading. And then we got another main character, which I don't think this is Congress. I think this is, unless it's Kevin McCarthy, wouldn't that be something? Mitch McConnell wasn't involved in this, but this is somebody up higher even that was one of the main bullies going on and the main manipulators who's in all kinds of trouble. But here's justice. So they're going to be they're not going to be able just to go. I think they're going to end up in court. And battling in court. Look at this. This is another 7. And then we got a 7 to cut. So we asked for an answer and we got like 3 or 4 7s in there and 2 5s. A 6 and a 5. So there's going to be several of them. But for far as leaving Congress, at least 7. And some more that gets caught up in jail and more than that. So that sounds pretty good to me. I don't know about you all, but it sounds good to me. And the heck of it is it's coming up. It's not, this is something that's getting closer and closer and closer. It may even come before some of us card readers think it was. I've been predicting this was. I thought this was going to come within 2 years of when Trump got put in the presidency. That there's no way that he could stay in there any longer than that with all this, with all his thieving he had done all his life and not have it come back to bite him in the ass. And all he did was just put a bunch of cronies in all around him and put Bill Barr in there, and then he didn't have to worry about nothing after that. That's so weird. I can't believe these cards. Can't believe how I keep getting them messed up. Anyway, so let me see what Jackie's second question is. And remember, if anybody wants a personal reading, it's lynntarotreadings@gmail.com. I just got caught up. Even from the last one I put out a few days ago, I picked up a whole bunch of readings, and I just got done doing them. So it's lynntarotreadings@gmail.com, and put your phone number in there, and I'll text you back with the information, and we'll set up an appointment. And I do all my own appointments. So let's see what's going on here for this next question. Well, this is good because it takes us out of politics. I don't know if I've ever read on this, and it says, did D.B. Cooper survive the jump from the plane? We've all wondered that at one time or the other. I thought they just found him or something recently, or the bag that had not most of the money, but some of the money still in it. Like it was weathered and didn't have any upside down cards. In the last couple of weeks, they've all been upside down, and the 2 or 3 weeks before this, no matter what I drew, they were all main arcanas. It was unreal. I'd never seen that happen before in so many different readings, and now all of a sudden, no matter how much I turn them over, it's like they're getting turned upside down or something. And I'm the only one touching them. It's got to be me. But it makes me wonder why. So let's see what's going on here. Well, this is D. Did D.B. Cooper survive the jump? Did D.B. Cooper survive the jump? My head was somewhere else when I was shuffling those cards, so let's get it back. Did D.B. Cooper survive the jump? Maybe I'll come up with a yes or no with one cut. I don't think so. Judgment. It's not a yes or a no, but it's kind of like he went to meet his maker. Shows him coming up out of the graves. I don't think he did. Since it's a question about life or death, and you see this and see him coming up out of the graves, I would say no, he didn't. Something happened. He didn't survive that. He may have survived. I'm feeling like he might have survived the parachute trip down, but he broke something. I feel like something got broke. Like, something where he couldn't leave, like his leg, or a really something that kept him from leaving, that made him where he couldn't even go take care of himself. Maybe broke his leg or something. But anyway, and when I seen a video once where it even showed it looked like the deal he parachuted out of there with, and they even found there was still some money left in it, but it was deteriorated. So I know it's been years and years ago, but maybe if he had it under his body or by his body or something, maybe that could have helped deteriorate it if he was injured and then just stayed there till the animals got him or whatever happened. Anyway, they've made a lot of stories after that, haven't they? They've gone a long ways with that story. Thinking he broke his right leg. See him laying there. And the next one is Well, this is a question I would have assumed, but the person that asked this knows a lot more about the FBI and everything going on because she was in the military and worked with the government for a while. But it says, does the FBI know who D.B. Cooper is? I thought they've known who he was for years, but I wouldn't know that, but she would because she's a lot smarter than I am. So do they know who he is? Maybe I'll just do 4 across and see. 3 across. I guess they didn't know who he was when it first started. Yeah, I think they found out from somebody that knew him who he was. That's where they got most of their information, from somebody that had been maybe his wife or a lover or somebody that knew him or something. That straightened out some of their different points of view they had. They haven't found the money, at least not all of it. But anyway, it looks like they know who he is. Somebody knew him. Somebody got a hold of somebody about it. Whether it ever got brought or put in any records, we probably won't know. And the next one was will Fox News go down? God, it would be wonderful to see Fox News goes down because those other ones don't do quite as good a job. They don't even look professional. The Newsmax and those are really phony looking things. Maybe people would get tired of watching those after a while. Or anybody that'd be watching them would be so out of their cups that it wouldn't be too long until they wouldn't be watching them. Or into their cups, out of them or into them. How do you say that? So will Fox News go down? Will Fox News go down? Looks like they're going down every day when you watch the news. They're still trying to fight it. That's what gets me. That Murdoch's 11 years older than I am. I can't believe that sucker's still moving around and making decisions. Maybe I could be too if I had that much money to take care of me the next 10 years. I didn't have to worry about nothing and get all these nice treatments. Wouldn't that be nice? Get my chin fixed and whatever. Whatever I wanted done, wouldn't that be nice? Make you feel younger. Although I know looks aren't important, but I keep that's the Libra in me. I like everything pretty. Never even met a person in my life that I married or something I didn't, because I always cut hair. I was a beautician too. I don't know if I ever mentioned that, but I cut most of my husband's hair and whatever. Made sure their teeth were nice and white. And before I got through making them look so good, there was always 5 or 6 other women standing in line wanting them. I should have just left them alone. Anyway. That's just me. I just like to make everything and everyone look better if they're interested. I don't push it on people. So let's see what's going on here. What's going on with Fox News? Are you ending Fox News? No sense in drawing a bunch of cards. I'll just go 4 across with them. Are you ending? Eight of Pentacles. They may end up paying this lawsuit off. They made it just to get all the publicity out of the news. If they don't pay it off, this is one thing I'll say. it's going to hurt them cash-wise more. They were so busy about losing ratings and stuff to that OAN or whatever. But if they don't pay this off right away and this stays in the news, it might break the whole organization. They might have to shut everything down. And here they were so worried about their ratings, they'd have to worry about more in their ratings if they don't settle this really quick. So I think that Murdoch's going to try to settle it right away. Right away, I think he is. And yeah, he's trying to make a deal already. Look at this. According to these cards, he's already trying to deal his way out of it. He's trying to get it less than the billion or whatever it was, but it shouldn't be. I hope they don't give an inch. I hope they don't give an inch. Here's the challenge, is if the negotiations that go through, because they know it would behoove them in their best interest to get this thing quieted down as quick as they can. The longer it stays in litigation, the more people are going to find out how much Fox News has been lying to everybody. I mean, they're not even Fox News. I can't believe I'm calling them that. Fox Noise. Fox whatever. They always say nobody would believe us. We know they know we're not news. They know we're just actors. They know we're just doing, dramatics, and yet they call themselves news and they present themselves as news. That should be against the law. So this is some negotiations going on. So let's cool our heels. Let's settle this down. Somebody's trying to calm somebody down and make a deal. But I like this card because you ask if it was going to be the end of them, and it very well could be the end of them. If it's not the end of them, it would be the end of Fox News as we know it. Because this is a lot of people. This is getting rid of everybody, almost starting over again. So this is the outcome. So the challenge, the past, they were just worried about their ratings. Now they're so busy about getting sued, about this being out in the media while they're getting sued, while all this stuff is coming to the surface, that they're trying to make a deal. This is long negotiations, maybe about making a deal. But whether they make the deal or not, they're going to be going away as we know them, which is going to be better for everybody. Sometimes I just drew one out of the middle to see what the outcome of that was going to be for the people. This is the Republicans. It would be really good for the Republicans in a way, because I know OAN and those guys are a little bit creepier and a little bit scarier and really full of shit. But at the same time, it would be so much better for the people, and it would be so much better for the Republicans. It'd be better for the whole world because of all the hate they put out, just to get that big hate network going where they're not putting out the hate. And maybe before this is over, it will get stopped. I'm hoping that's what that meant. I'm going to draw one more. And is it going to get stopped? It may not. If they stay in business, it may not get totally stopped, but it's going to be brought down to where they have to really think about what they say, that they just can't jump out there and libel everybody like they do every day and put innuendos out there. I guess you can do innuendos. Tucker Carlson's still doing innuendos about the election. Did you hear that deal they showed on him last week, even when he knows he's in all this trouble? The people that watch him and listen to his, well, it could be this, or what do you think? Blah, 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 without giving you any information. If they don't know they're being rubes to listen to that shit, then they're not paying any attention. They want to hear it. So they'll all probably go to OAN to see what they can, like they said, just like before, they were going to OAN because Fox wasn't saying what they wanted to hear. They're so far down that rain barrel. But the rain barrel's something nice. Rabbit hole, I guess is the better thing to call it. But if it doesn't go totally out of business, it is going to change its tune. It's going to be more moderate. Probably never be fair and balanced because it was never news to start with, but it's going to be more moderate. I don't know why this thing won't stay on. Will Elon Musk go down? Now, I'm not sure what that means. Will he go down? Will he back out? I don't know if it means will he back out of Twitter, or if he don't get back to running his other countries better, he might end up going down. I don't know how you could lose. He's like Murdoch. He's got so much money. I don't know how he could lose enough to really hurt him. He might lose enough to lose some of his prestige, although I doubt it, because he's really on another planet, isn't he? Can't believe the stuff he was just doing for his Twitter because he didn't like the idea that he wasn't getting enough tweets or whatever. God, I'd hate to be that. If that was my life, that would be a horrible place for it to be. A horrible place. And by the way, hit the thumbs up and whatever for the like and stuff. And don't forget to subscribe.
Tony or Tony home.
I'm going to turn this. I'm sorry about that. Well, here I am back. I shouldn't have answered the phone. I touched the wrong button. So anyway, Elon Musk. What's going on with Elon Musk? Maybe I wasn't supposed to do this reading today. I had a lot of interruptions. Okay, let's see. Elon Musk. What's going on? Elon Musk. Elon Musk, what's going on with you? Are you going down? I don't know what going down means. It means like, you're already going down. I can't see you ever going up in popularity now that you've showed your true colors. But let's see. Elon Musk, what's going on with you? Let's just draw some cards on him. I've never drawn cards on him, I don't think. Or maybe if I have, it was so insignificant that I forgot about it. Well, his cups is upside down. So we got the 8 of Cups upside down. So does this I feel like this means that he should be going away, but he's not. He knows he should just get out of there. He knows he's not doing himself any favors. But because it's upside down, he should have went already. He would have been better off if he'd have just sold it back to them and took the loss or whatever. Got in and got out of there because it has not been good for him. Because no matter how much money he's got, he's going to have to screen some of the stuff on there. This is the government and regulations, and the last thing I want is a bunch of government regulations on anything that's owned by a private citizen. But they're still going to have to. He's going to have to be careful because he has an emperor complex. That's what this is. He has an emperor complex, and this is the emperor. He's going to have to be careful because of that, he's hurting him. I feel like that's why he's hurting himself and why he could end up losing a lot more than he's already lost. He's to a spot. The foundation is it's time for him to make a decision. And this is a big decision for him. For this to come up in the 3rd house, this is a big decision. And since we're talking about him, I'm still thinking about Twitter. I think his biggest decision would be to get out of there and as far away from Twitter as he could get. He thinks he's going to influence the whole world through Twitter. And all he's done is shown what a freaking butthole he is. So he needs to make some kind of decision. If he doesn't want to lose a whole bunch of money, he's looking back over what he has spent the last couple of years, and that doesn't look good. That's why he knows he needs to make this decision, because there's a lot more money going out than he thought there was going to be without it coming back in. He needs to get help. And I don't know, sometimes this is doctor's help because he's not thinking straight in his mind. I don't even think he's operating in the real world, but neither does Trump. But he's in that, he needs to get help mentally. or it could be physically, or it could be spiritually, because this card is help coming through. Sometimes it's medical, but this is in the sky over the reading. So the best thing he could do at this time for himself is to seek help, whether it's to learn how to interact with other people or to learn you're not the only person in the world. I'm not trying to be a smartass, but there is a way. It's just really hard. It's like that portion, like when he picked that fight with that Thornburg girl or stuff. You just don't go around taking the wrong side of things and jumping on teenagers or something. I don't know. He's a real, most of his money was handed to him from diamond mines or ruby mines or whatever in South Africa. And he just thinks that he owns the world, because he's always owned the world his life. Just they'll probably start a new word in the dictionary, something about a Trumplex or something. It's what they're going to call people that are born with these golden and silver spoons in their mouth and up their butts, and they've been thinking have a God complex all their life. Anyway, so he needs help, medical of some kind. Even though he thinks he can get away with everything and he thinks he's holding the sword, he's not holding the sword. He's going to find that out in his future. There's going to be, lawsuits? What's going to come through toward him? I think he's going to be selling Twitter. I think he's going to realize he's going to have to sell that and go back to hiring and firing a bunch of people to build Jills to go into space. I wouldn't want to ride on any of his stuff into space for the mess he's made out of Twitter and everybody's man's an idiot. It's amazing. Somebody in his companies have really been protecting him, that they've had less failure than they've had. So this is him going away. And this is in the 7th house, so he's going to go away. Only because he has to. We got the Hanged Man card here. He knows if he doesn't go away, he's just going to keep losing money. Maybe it's something to do with the money up here. It's something to do with being in the United States and have to follow some rules that he would like not to have to follow, because he doesn't like to follow any rules. Although most people that are white and rich don't follow rules, so that's weird. And the outcome is the 4 of Cups. Some kind of deal being made. Maybe he is making a deal to sell Twitter already. What's this about? What's this deal about? What's this deal about? That he doesn't like at all, but well, he got the 3 of Hearts. He's already estranged from his family, isn't he? I don't know. I heard the other day he had 11 kids. I didn't know that. Thought he only had about 4 or 5, 3 or 4. Most of them grown or all of them grown. But anyway, yeah, this is this health connected? Because we got, what would be the health card I was reading personally for him would be this 2 of Swords. Is he medically needing? So what's going on here? What's going on? What's going on? This card here says it wants to come out. I think he's trying to sell Twitter. I think he's already trying to sell Twitter. Although I don't know. He seems like that's that he's got like a mainline. in the bloodstream addiction to it. So I don't know, but he's trying to sell something. He's not sleeping at night. And he'd really like to be normal. So whatever normal is, he realizes he's just not like everybody else. I don't know, maybe he's one of these hybrids or something you hear about sometimes when you listen to some of these space people. Who knows? It's like he's not even tuned into this earth, but he's weird. I know that much. I already picked these up. I was going to go back through them, but I picked them up and already got them all intertwined. So anyway, says, is he going down? It looks like if he don't release Twitter that he might go down financially, because he's not going to ever make money with Twitter. He thinks he's making friends, whatever people like him think friends is. Not on Twitter, I don't think. It says, was the train accident an accident or something else? Well, that's a weird question because, of course, I mean, I don't know what she meant by something else. There are no accidents. They're not taking care of the trains, and they're not upgrading them. They're not putting brakes on them. So that is, to me, that there are no accidents. Just like the universe always says, what happens is what happens because it's set up that way through the way men create it. So because there's not proper brakes on those trains, no regulations, that's no accidents. I don't know how he got rid of all these rules. It was in one of the deals that they passed through Congress where you could get rid of so many rules if they hadn't been going this way or that way. I just heard that little deal that they added into something they were putting through Congress right after Trump went in or right before he went in. But if Trump could stop this, why can't Biden start him? Why can't he start some of these? Some of these regulations that were knocked down, why haven't they been reinforced? They should have been reinforced while the Democrats had both the House and the Senate. And if they would have been calling an ace, a spade, and pointing fingers at the ones that didn't vote with them, it could have been done. All this stuff should have been done the first couple of years they were in office. I know a lot of people are going to beat me up for saying that, but they really wanted this stuff passed back through and changed around. They could have done it if they'd have came on guns blazing instead of kiss-assy. I still think the Democrats are always taking a rock to a gunfight, not even a frickin' knife. But anyway, they're getting a little better. I love the way they're coming back at them in Congress now, but look what we had to get somebody in there running our government like MTG for them to even start fighting back. This is just, it's like they lived in La La Land and didn't realize what was going on. So let's go to the next. So there's no reason to read on that train because, like I said, it wasn't an accident. It was because it was consciousness of the people not taking care of and getting rid of all the regulations. It was money. It was corporate greed. That's what caused that train wreck, and that's what's causing the mess there now is corporate greed. So, this is pretty neat. It says, well, Rand Paul loses next election. I know she lives back east, but maybe she lives in his state. No, he's in Kentucky. She's not in Kentucky. I know where that asshole's from. My had a husband from Kentucky. He was just about as hard-headed as Mitch McConnell, too, in his own way, even though he was, believe it or not, the nicest husband out of all three I had. At least nicer to me than any of the other two. But, so, Rand Paul, let's just pull some cards on him. I used to pull on him every once in a while, but I haven't pulled on him in a long time. She wants to know if he's gonna keep his seat. I couldn't believe he kept his seat last time. I couldn't believe it. Those guys don't pay any attention to politics in Kentucky. But they don't anywhere. It's not just Kentucky. It's anywhere. They just pick up sound bites and go by it. Oh, abortion? Okay, I'm for it. Oh, making child gay? Yeah, I'm for it or I'm against it. I mean, they don't even go into the specifics of it. And then our Democratic Party sat right there in the House and Senate and let them talk about the Republican Party talking about killing babies that were born to life, which has never happened. Never happened. And they didn't even stop them. What was that? Post? They had a name for it, which was there's no such thing. It was made up, and nobody even corrected them. So when I watched the first 2 years of some of the Biden administration, it just blew my mind that the stuff they let them get away with instead of talk back to them or cause a bad word. Anyway, this is on Ron Paul. Ron Paul, you little upper you, what are you doing? I'm sure it's no good. At least his neighbor got him on some. No good. Whatever. Ron Paul, let's see what's going on. Well, this should be the answer, but we're going to draw them all on him. So this is his signifier out in the cold. I'd say he definitely isn't winning his next election. Greed and avarice. Something gets maybe exposed. Yeah, gets the sunlight shined on it. I think he's maybe going to get caught up in some of these money screams, especially some of this Russian money. He was one of those congressmen that went to Russia, wasn't he? Yeah, he's going to get exposed for something. Coming out from the government. It's going to be something really bad because it's going to be about money, and he's going to be wishing he'd have took the money and left the country. It's that bad. I feel like I may see a jail card in here before I'm through. It's something really bad. This sounds weird, but maybe it's because they're looking into the money part of all this, but he's already been talked to about this. He's already... If he hasn't been called in to testify, he's been questioned some way. He's been, or told he's going to get questioned or something. They've already made him some deals he don't want to keep. He's thinking he's got information to turn other people in that could keep him out of trouble. It's in his 7th house. And I don't think it's going to work, but it looks like he's already been making deals or trying to make deals. Because he thought they wouldn't be able to track this money. That's his biggest fears, that they won't be able to, or his biggest hopes, and his fears, if they can, is how if they're going to be able to track this money. And he's mad at himself because he don't think it was enough money for all the trouble that he could be in. That's why that card's upside down. And this is, no, he's not going to be in the house anymore. He's going to crash and burn. So these are some really bad cards. So I think he's going to crash and burn. So I don't know what's come forward in the news today. I heard what's her name? That orange and black and orange tarot and stuff. She was reading on something in the Supreme Court, but it sounded like something totally weird. And I know if it was really something to worry about, that we'd have heard about it on Midas Touch. But anyway, maybe I got one of her older ones or something where they were doing something. So I need to go check that out later. But first, I got to go buy me a mattress pad or something, whatever they suggest you put over those Sleep Numbers beds, because I got mine during COVID and it was just shipped to me, and whatever. I've been wanting to badmouth it for a long time because I couldn't sleep in it. It didn't support the back of my knees. It didn't support the back of my neck. It didn't support anything. But like I said, since I talked to some other people and took some of the, I had 3 different foam pads on it, took it off. It is working better. So we'll see. I'll let you know how this comes out. And if it comes out just being a really comfortable sleep, I'll damn sure let people know, because the hardest thing I ever do is to find a comfortable mattress. And after paying as much as I did for this one and not liking it, I thought everybody I've talked to about this is they just don't want to admit that they don't like it because they paid so much for it. Who knows? But I don't think so. I think it's going to get better. Wish me luck. And anybody wants a reading, get a hold of me at lynnterrellreadings@gmail.com. And I hope you're all doing great. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday tomorrow and are having a good holiday weekend. And I love you all. Namaste.